Hey friend, so let me tell you, I am the self-proclaimed, self-titled, king of procrastination. I also just lost my pen. The king of procrastination. I will put something off so far to the last minute and then rush myself and drive myself up a wall trying to get it within like 2 seconds. Oh my goodness. But let me tell you, if work starts at 7, guess what time I'm leaving the house? 6:59. Project has to be due. Guess what time I'm doing it? The night before. What? It's just, oh my goodness. And I've always been this way. I've always been a type of person that would just put it off to the, what do they call it? The 12th hour? Yeah, that's me. But in all honesty, like, it hasn't landed me anything good. I'm also very much learning about like financial literacy and learning from people who've made millions of dollars and people who've built successful businesses and things like that. And like one of the big traits that they all have is the fact that they are not procrastinators. They make decisions, they make them fast, and they act on them. Now for me in my life, that is exactly where I want to be. I want to be where they are at. I want to learn this skill of not procrastinating. I want to make decisions first. I want to go on and do things in a timely manner. Heck, if I can even do it faster than when it's supposed to be done, kudos to me. But how do I actually make these choices? Because it is a skill, right? So here are 3 things that I'm doing to help, with my procrastination as a singer. Let's get right into it. The first thing that I'm doing, and this has just honestly been so effective for me, I just gotta keep putting it into practice, which is to set rewards for tasks that I do not want to do, right? So that just simply looks like, ooh, I don't want to do the dishes, but I want a cup of hot cocoa. Well, don't drink the hot cocoa yet. Do the dishes, and after you finish doing the dishes, you make yourself a cup of hot cocoa. You get the gratification of finishing the dishes, and you get the sweet treat of actually having your cocoa. Don't want to do the laundry. Well, you know what? If you do the laundry, then you can come back and play Minecraft. Right? So now the laundry's done, and I get to enjoy Minecraft. Cake and eat it too. Cake and eat it too. But this has definitely been helping me to get things done. Because I'm like, I will purposefully put things that I want on the back burner. It's called delayed gratification. Once again, it's just a skill that most successful people have. Okay? And at least for me though, it has been effective, but it also is taking work. It is taking a constant, like, I want to say like a frame of mind. It constantly is just like, you have to catch yourself in the moment. And it also helps if you plan ahead. So if you're at work and you gotta come home to do like household chores or anything that you have to do after work, but you don't want to do it, it's good to plan your day out while you're at work. That's at least what I do. Because I was like, ooh, if I gotta come home and do X, Y, Z, but I really don't want to do it after 10 hours, I say if I do X, Y, Z, then I get to reward myself with, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, baby, you and me. But it definitely has words, you see? It definitely has been effective for me to be learning about delayed gratification, which is definitely helping with my procrastination. So, it's something. The second thing that has been helping my procrastination as a singer is which is honestly just to remember the end goal. And what does that look like? Well, we all have goals, right? We all have things that we set out upon. We all have things that we want to, places that we want to be at certain times, or people we want to meet at certain times. We all have goals. So one thing, that's been helping me with my procrastination is to envision where I want to be. I want to be in a financially free place. I want to be able to do what I want, when I want, without someone hovering over me, or without having this weight on my shoulders. I want to meet incredible people, like yourself. I want to sing with incredible people. I want to sing with people who's way bigger than me. Heck, I want to go to so many concerts, So a way for me to get up and do the things that I need to do, even though I don't want to do them, is just to remember all the places that I want to be. Definitely a big thing is just like, dang, I could have already been at that concert, or I could have already met that person, or I could have already sung with all of you if I would have just got up and did what I had to do. Like, the time is going to come, right? Regardless, time is always going to move. So eventually we're going to get to that time where it's supposed to happen. But the only difference is, dang, if I, the words. The only difference is how does that time look? It can be without the thing that I want, or it can be with the thing that I want. But the time is going to come, regardless. Like, there was this one, I think it was from a show, or maybe a podcast, but there was one saying, there was this girl, she was speaking with her mother, and she was having a real tough time deciding if she wanted to go to medical school to become a doctor. And her reasoning to her mother was, it's going to take a very long time to become a doctor. And her mother rebutted with the fact that the 8 years are still going to come. Like, in 8 years, you're still going to be alive, you're still going to be here, God's will. But, in 8 years you can either be a doctor or you can be somewhere else. Like, but the time is still going to come. Like, so I don't even know if I'm telling that story correctly. Oh. Hopefully I'm telling that story correctly and y'all understand. Once again, communication is still something I'm working on. So hopefully that story makes sense of just like, the future is going to come. And you get a choice to say how it looks by the actions that you do today. Now. In the next 2 seconds. Next 3 seconds, you get that choice. But that is definitely one of the things that is helping me with my procrastination, is remembering the end goal. Remembering that that time is still going to come. But how do I want it to look? Where do I want to be when that time does come? It's definitely been getting me off my behind. Let me tell you that. Every time I think about it, I'm like, ooh girl, let me get up. Because it's gonna come. That time is gonna come, and I do not want to still be in the same spot when that time does come. But moving on to the last thing that helps me with my procrastination, and that is, oh my goodness, this is honestly something I'm still working on, and that is to have someone keeping you accountable. Having a buddy, having a friend, having a parent, having a teacher. Honestly, I think they even have services where you can pay for someone to keep you accountable. So you tell them like, hey, this needs to be done by this time, this needs to be done by that time, this needs to be done by this time. You give them a nice big list, you give them the consequences of you not doing it. You're like, hey, I have to send you proof that I've done this. Or else, I know this is like this one, oh my god, it's an app. I think it's an app. But they will literally charge you. They would take money away from you, like out of your bank account, if you do not send them like proof that you've done the task that you said that you was going to do the task of. So if you said you was going to have those reports done by Friday night by 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock is going to roll around and they're going to say, hey, we need proof. We need you to take a picture that you finished these reports. And if not, we're taking money. Now, how much money? I think that depends on, like, it honestly depends on you, friend. I don't know what's going on with your bank statements. But, I definitely think that's, like, it's a good thing to keep you motivated. It's to keep you, like, hey, shoot, I have to get up to set consequences for not getting things done. Or, honestly, once again, just to have someone being over your shoulder. As much as I know that us adults, I literally just had this conversation with someone the other day at work, and he was explaining how he doesn't want someone over his shoulder and asking him about where he's at and what he's doing all times throughout the day. He wants his autonomy, which, granted, I think autonomy is a beautiful thing, but in certain cases, at least I know with myself and this other person, it leads to things not getting done. It leads to not even the fact that things don't get done in a timely fashion. And let me tell you, time is money. Not only is time money, time is just also not our friend. Time is just always moving away from us, girl. Time is not our friend, so we have to utilize her. Okay, we have to make the best of the time that we have. Because she is just a running. She a running and she a track star. Okay? But definitely having someone to be like, hey, I'm not trying to be over your shoulder, I'm not trying to micromanage, but you said you needed this done. Or we need this done for us to be, once again, because that time is going to come, for that big event, it's going to come, whether you like it or not, it's going to come. So we need this done, we need this X, Y, and Z to be done before that big event hits. So that we can all prosper, we can all grow, we can all reap the benefits of this decision that we're making now, right now. Okay? So definitely, have someone that you trust. That's a big one. Have someone that you trust. You don't want someone who is also going to slack off. I had to cut off a lot of people because they just weren't bringing me to the goal that I wanted. Because they didn't, either they didn't have the same goal, or we were just moving into different, parts of life, whatever and what have you. But the fact is that I wanted something for myself, and the people around me were not holding me accountable. So I had to make a decision, because eventually, once again, and I'm going to keep saying this is going to be like me, what is the saying, beating a dead horse? The time is going to come. It's going to come. But I had to decide what that time looks like and where I'm at in it. So, these are just some of the things that I am doing as a singer, to definitely help with my procrastination. And that is just one more time. One more time. That is setting rewards for myself that I do not want to do. Remembering my end goals. And having someone hold me accountable for the things that I say that I'm going to get done. Now, at least I know for the first two things, they are helping me tremendously. And when I start working on that last thing and I get someone who I can trust to hold me accountable, trust and believe we're making a video on that too. Because you're going to be along for this ride. Okay, friend? Because we here. We here. Simpatico. Simpatico. But yes. Let me know any type of extra tips or anything that you've been trying to help you get out of your procrastination. Have you dealt with procrastination, or are you just a person who's just like boop, bop, beep, get the bag. You ready to go? Let me know. And until then, remember, you got this. I got this. We got this. Bye guys.